What's up, everyone? It had been a moment since I last dropped a video here, and I believe someone may be saying, okay, what's up? Has this guy run sort of content? But no, I haven't run sort of content, but I just felt I had given enough over the content that I've been giving out there. And I have told almost everyone and my friends that I love business and entrepreneurship, and I always consider myself as an entrepreneur. And I feel in my search for knowledge, I have learned something that I feel you out there may need it. And if I don't share it with you, then who else is going to do that? So I felt like I should give out some series or like some videos or some content on business and entrepreneurship. So I used to be this kind of a person that I never believed in books. I honestly never believed in books, simply because most of the business books, they're in the context of the US. You find someone talking about stock marketing or like the stock business. And that is the kind of investment that we cannot do in our country, like most especially here in South Sudan. First of all, there are a lot of hindrances, like we don't have proper or online trading systems. We have very poor internet, and then like we don't have even like our economic value or like the monetary value alone. So it's kind of disturbing. So I was like, what best can we do? Does it mean that we within the country cannot do? But then no, I realized we have several things that we can know. Several things that we can put out there, and it can help us in the different fields that we're in. So previously, I'd been talking so much to creative artists, and that is simply because I am crazy about creative arts. I love creative arts so much, and I feel like that is my life. And the reason that's why I get so obsessed about creative arts is because if you look in our context, people never believed in creative arts. As a kid, like at least now, like the current generation is kind of different. But then, like when we're growing up, you tell your parent that you want to become a creative artist, you want to become a musician. They look at you as someone that does not know what they're doing. But right now, if you look at the life that we're living now, everything is about creative arts. Like a creative arts is topping. Like in fact, it should be made like one of the top programs, though it's very expensive. So there are few challenges that young entrepreneurs face, and in my search for knowledge, I got to identify them, and these are things that have affected me as a person as well. Our biggest problem as young entrepreneurs is procrastination. Like we always have these brilliant ideas, and instead of putting it out there, we want to sleep over it. We feel like we want to wait for the right time, or want to wait for the right people, or we feel like we don't have the money to put it out there. And at the end of the day, you realize that your idea dies even before you implement it. Why? Because we had been procrastinating on it too much. I slept on a lot of ideas that died, and I'm not ashamed to say that. And then I have some that I put out there. Just from the time I thought about it, I was like, nah, you know what? This time I'm not going to sleep about this. And then I put it out there, and it worked out perfectly for me. One example I can give out is the brand that I'd been selling, Longuti. Longuti, the thought of it just came overnight. And then the next morning, I picked my laptop. I was like, let me try to draft something. So the next thing, I posted a mock-up on my Facebook, and I was like, the t-shirts will be available soon, and I attached the price. Surprisingly, people were getting were already making orders. Now, a friend of mine surprises me, downloads his artwork, and makes it even much better. So when I called him, and I was like, you know what, I have some little money here, and I want you to print for me some t-shirts. So I was like, okay, he's home. When I got to his house, and he surprised me. I was like, come in. When I went in, he opened his computer and showed me a better version of the design. I was like, wow. You know, like something that you didn't expect, and you just get shocked. So at the end of the day, I was like, you know what, I don't know how people are going to take this. I don't know if they're going to buy. But then what we're going to do is let's sell a limited edition. And we decided like we're going to do the sales for a month, and we're selling only 50 pieces. And guess what? Surprisingly, we sold more than 50 pieces. And up to now, as I talk, I even have some pending orders that I haven't delivered yet. So what does that mean? That means if you have an idea, don't sleep over it. And you as a young entrepreneur, if you really want to make it out there, don't sleep on your ideas, because you never know why God gave you that specific idea at that specific time. So that means it's for a cause. Meanwhile, that is not the major thing that I want to put out there. So there are 3 things that I would want to put out there, and that will prepare us as young entrepreneurs in case you want to sell out a product, or you want to pitch an idea, you want people to invest in your idea, like what you're gonna do. So those 3 things will come in the next video. As otherwise, for now, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.